So smart home devices have absolutely revolutionized the way autistic individuals and many disabled people live their life. So, what does this mean? Hey guys, welcome back to the Ask Me world. My name is Dan and I have autism and ADHD, and I make videos all about this every single week. So if you're new around here and you want to learn more, please help me out by clicking that notification bell down below to subscribe to this channel right now, because by you subscribing helps YouTube know these videos are valuable, it helps other people, and it will just help grow this community. You're awesome. Guys, what is going on? If you haven't already, please make sure to download my Life Hacks PDF book for autism at autismhacks.net right now, completely free. Okay, so I want to talk about smart home devices. I absolutely love smart home devices. I have the Siri HomePod. I've got the Google Home little hockey puck thing. I've got an Alexa in every room in the house, in the kitchen, everywhere. But why is this important? Why is this kind of smart technology important for autism? It's revolutionized the way in which an autistic person can live their life because of many, many factors. I'm going to go through some right now, and these are some of the benefits of it. Now, I highly recommend using smart home devices for people on the autism spectrum because I found it such a benefit. It's changed my life for the better. Increase your potential for living, then there's nothing wrong with that, right? Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is increasing in independence. Like, one of the biggest benefits of having smart home devices is the increase of independence and the ability to control lights and your temperature in your house, and things like I have a Hoover or a vacuum cleaner that's hooked up to the Alexa, so I can get Alexa to do the vacuuming. I can set it to a schedule so it does the vacuuming. I can set the lights to a schedule, which means that I can have lights on. I even have an air cooker, one of those air fryer things that's Alexa controlled, and the kettle, so I can have those come on at different times for different routines. Like when I finish work, I can have it set the kettle on so that I know that I'm gonna have a cup of tea after I finish work. All those kind of things are so important, even down to temperatures. You can set it so it goes, hey, if the temperature goes below, 19 degrees Celsius in the house, then pop it up to 20. All those kind of things are so interesting because what it does is it gives a sense of independence, which will increase the self-esteem of somebody living in an environment that they can control. And autistic people love to be in control. Now, imagine this, okay? Imagine you're faced with many kind of executive function issues. Like, you have to go downstairs to turn the kettle on, you have to go upstairs and do all the lights, you have to turn the radiators on in every room, you have to play about with the thermostat that's on the wall. All these things are non-central, and because something is non-central, it becomes very difficult to operate. Like, if you forget to turn the television off, so our television is hooked up to our Alexa unit. If you forget to turn the lights off, our lights are all hooked up to Alexa, right? And those things are so important that you can even turn these things on from when you're not home, but they're centralized. They're all living here on your smartphone. You literally pull up your smartphone, pull up the device that you want to kind of turn on or adjust, and there you go, boom, it's done. It's central, but it's also voice controlled. If you're dyslexic and you can't read, then you don't even have to read. You can just say, hey Siri, or hey Alexa, or whatever, to do those things for you, which is super, super amazing. I think that this is groundbreaking for managing your environment for autistic people independently, and I think it's the future of every disabled person. The second thing really is that it improves safety, right? Smart home devices can provide and improve safety of the home. There are smart locks, there's security cameras. So right now I have security cameras all around my house. I have security cameras inside the house that are all hooked up to a smartphone with the smart technology, so that they come on at night when we're all in bed, and they're also armed with movement and triggers, and it records those onto a cloud so that we can then access anytime we want. Like, same as the doorbell. These things are amazing because they've upped the security, which ups your safety, which is a good thing. It helps increase independent living, again, for people on the autism spectrum who may be a little bit worried or scared to do that. So I kind of touched on this earlier, but number 3 is predictable routines. So autistic individuals love routines and love the predictability of routines, right? Which is very favorable for people on the autism spectrum because they want to know where they are without any crazy input from anywhere else. Now, one of the interesting things about smart home technology is that you can program scheduled routines to happen every single day at certain times. That means that, at 7 o'clock, the television will turn on, the kettle will start to boil, the lights dim down, and the heating goes to an ambient temperature. Or that every Saturday at 10 a.m, the Hoover kind of wakes up, or the vacuum cleaner, sorry for the Americans, wakes up and starts to vacuum the whole house. And that's kind of so cool. Like, those things are so strong because people with ADHD and autism always forget to do these things, and they love routines, but when they fall out of those routines, it gets really sticky and difficult. So this is a good way to overcome that, and I think that's amazing. So number 4 is really, really important. This is enhanced communication. Now, some smart home devices, most of them really, like the Amazon Echo and the Google Home and stuff like that, have a integrated voice-first technology or a voice assistant, which basically means you could say, hey device, whichever one it is, how do you spell blah? Or hey device, can you call my mum? and it will call your mum, and you'll use your phone but through your device to call your mum. And they speak to you rather than you having to read anything. They will speak to you and talk to you. This is amazing. This is just like 10x communication between an autistic person and the outside world. Absolutely fascinating, and I find it's so exciting because this is the area that's like super new for voice first technology, and I think that when we increase that, we're going to increase the potential of disabilities and people with disabilities living independently, and I think that's amazing. Okay, so number 5 is kind of a cool one. This is actually increasing in engagement. Smart home devices can also increase engagement with things like, hey, you know, play music, or tell me a joke, or play games, or open up Netflix and play a video, or, you know, find me a recipe for blah blah blah. All of those things are so awesome and really interesting for someone to kind of say, you know, how can I live my life better? Oh, I need to relax. Or, hey, you know, Alexa, play me relaxing music for the next half an hour. You know, all those things. I just find it so amazing. And that increase in engagement can really give you a sense of confidence building and a sense of like, you know more about something. You know how to live your life in a better way. And I think this is so cool. So definitely, if you're interested, I'm going to leave the links for all smart home devices that I use down below. So you definitely check them out. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.